cookies, welcome back to another video. Just wanted to say hi to all my fellow Ninja Cookies and to all my new subscribers out there. If you want to become part of the Ninja Cookie clan, remember to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up this video, and you'll be seeing a lot more of this face soon. Okay, maybe that wasn't a convincing argument, but you know, just show me some love. Okay, well anyways, today we're going to be talking about 5 different methods / ways on how to get silver hair. Now right now my hair is silver, though my studio lights are yellow, so it might make my hair look a little more blonde, but I'll insert some pictures here to show you what my hair looks like in natural lighting. So, okay, I have like my laptop here with some notes, so I'm looking down all the time, that's why. So first of all, you're gonna need to have already bleached or blonde hair, as light of a pale yellow / white that you can get. For me, I'm Asian, so my hair is like pitch black normally. So the lightest that I could get it was like a really light pale, almost platinum blonde, but not exactly, maybe like a regular blonde, I guess, a pale yellow, like the inside of a banana. And I've tried all of these ways, except, actually no, I've tried all of them. So I'll tell you which one I recommend and which one I'm using now. That's the easiest for me, but after you hear all 5 methods, you can decide which method is the best for your hair and what works the best for you. So the first way is to actually color your hair with toner, and a lot of people are like, what? Toner's not even a hair dye, how is that possible? Well, if you look in my first how to get silver hair video, I'll put the link down in the description for you to see if you want to just see the process that I actually went through. And a demonstration, you can look at the video link down below. And this was using the Wella T18 and the color additive 050, which is also from Wella, to achieve silver hair. And this took about 20 minutes. You're going to want to mix the two together. Follow the instructions on the box. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. I don't remember the exact measurements and amounts that you're supposed to use. A lot of people ask me questions on that, and I don't want to give you the wrong information. But on the box that you buy itself, it'll tell you exactly how much developer, what volume you should use, and how much of the product you need. If you have a lot of hair, I actually needed 2 bottles of T18 and I believe 1 bottle of 050. I have like a lot of hair. So it really depends on your hair length, your hair texture, and the amount of hair you have. Okay, and this took about 20 minutes. It was about $20, and it's really fast. So this is probably the fastest way you can get silver hair after you already have bleached hair or blonde hair as a base. And I use 20 volume developer, and you apply it on damp hair. So after you wash your hair or after you wash the bleach out, you're going to want to not blow dry your hair and just put on the toner first. Like I said, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how dark of a color you want. Okay, and this is probably the fastest method. It looked great. It's the easiest way to do it. But the silver hair color in itself is it's really hard to maintain, and it fades super fast. So doing this method over and over I wouldn't necessarily recommend, although it is probably one of the cheaper ways and faster ways to do it, because you're using the 20 volume developer every time you do it, and that kind of is like peroxide on your hair, and it could potentially damage your hair more if you don't upkeep it with like coconut oil treatments or, you know, hair masks and things like that. But as long as you maintain your hair well and you make sure not to over process your hair during bleaching, you should be okay with this method. Just don't do it every week, maybe every 2 weeks to a month to maintain the color. Though I do notice for me it washed out really fast, like within a week or two. But then that's my fault because I don't like to shower with cold water or lukewarm water, which you should when you wash your hair, and I use hot water and that just made all the color wash out. So that's my fault. But I don't have the patience for that. The second method on how to get silver hair is to actually use a silver hair dye. Now back in the day, I've always wanted silver hair ever since I was a little girl for some reason. I don't know why. I just thought it was like the coolest color ever. But everywhere where I went to the salon to try to get it done, they said, oh, silver hair dye doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Which I guess it's kind of true. But nowadays, technology has advanced to where they actually make a silver hair dye, which is basically just a purple or blue based dye. They've made it so that it actually shows up on your hair as silver. And so I have a tutorial and walkthrough on how this method, how to use a silver hair dye. I'm talking about the Pravana. Pravana is the only company that I have found that makes a silver hair dye. You can use a silver hair dye and mix it with conditioner to get more of a like a sterling silver look, like a lighter silver. Or if you want a darker gray titanium look, you can just use it straight out of the tube. Though for me in the tutorial, I only had half a tube of dye and I had a whole lot of hair, so I had no choice but to mix it with conditioner. I also did want a lighter gray color, so if you want like a silver blonde or just a lighter silver, mix it with conditioner, but just know that it's not gonna last as long as if you use it straight out of the tube because the color is not as pigmented. But you know, it's really up to your preference. This was also relatively inexpensive if you already have your bleach base done. It was about, when I bought it, it was about like $18, but since the granny hair trend shot up in popularity, they raised the prices to about $25 or $30, and you can find Pravana on eBay. They don't sell them in any salons in the United States as far as I know, but you can find them on eBay and Amazon. You're going to be paying roughly around $30 per tube. So if you have a lot of hair, you might need maybe 2 tubes, and that's going to be about $60, which is still cheaper than the salon. But just keep in mind that you can always mix it with conditioner to get more out of the tube, but you will achieve a lighter color. But I personally like the lighter silver colors better. The third way, I have a video on that too, so I'll have all the links to the tutorials in the description box below, but this will be the third link in the description box. And the third way is to actually use a color, temporary color. But this one is called Rue Fanciful White Minx Mousse, or you can also use the Fanciful Silver Lining Liquid. And this is a Style In Wash Out color. So after you wash your hair, you basically just apply the color all over your hair, and then you blow dry it and comb it through. Now I've tried both ways now. In the video link below, I put it on dry hair because I was told that dry hair, the color may show up more and it'll last longer. And it was just, which was true. It was true. It did last longer and it did show up a lot more than I thought. But it also was a lot harder to apply evenly because the hair was dry. So when you put on wet hair, it's a lot easier to apply evenly. Also, it doesn't leave your hair as crusty feeling because what I used was the mousse, and it really is a styling mousse as well. And so it just makes your hair feel really crusty when you're putting a dry product on dry hair. So, I mean, I guess mousse isn't dry, but when mousse dries, it's really crusty feeling if you don't comb it out. So you're just gonna have to put a lot more legwork and comb it out. When I did put it on wet hair, it was a lot easier, a lot faster, and I used a lot less of the product. And this is probably the most cost-efficient way to get silver hair because I actually got 2 bottles for $10.50 from Sally's, but that was because it was buy one get one free. So Sally's always has some kind of coupon or discount, so keep an eye out for that. But at the same time, even if it's not on sale, $10.50 for 1 bottle probably will last you about 3 rounds of color, and so I think that's pretty good. It's also definitely good for in between your coloring. So let's say you use one of the first 2 methods, but then your color starts to fade. You can always use the Rue Fanciful just as an in-between to give your hair a break, but still maintain that like nice silver sheen color. Okay, so the 4th way to get silver hair is to actually use purple shampoo. People call it like silver shampoo, shimmer lights, but I use the generic version, which is you can find at Sally's, and this costs about maybe $20 or $30 for like a big jar of it, and this will last you forever, at least maybe like half a year. It's basically just a really dark purple shampoo, and you put it on damp hair again, and you just put it evenly all over, let it kind of foam a little bit, put it all over your hair, and then just let it saturate for as long as you can stand it. You can, I would say for at least an hour, half an hour if you can. Any longer would make your hair turn lavender or purple. So for that silver sheen, what it does is it tones all the yellowness and brassiness out of your hair, but if you leave it on, there's actually some color pigmentation in there which will deposit, and the way to get silver hair is to deposit just enough purple to make it look silver on top of blonde hair. So that is probably, actually this is probably the most cost-effective way, but extremely time consuming, as you have to sit with basically color shampoo in your hair, and it does drip everywhere, so you're going to want to wear like a towel and shower cap, or just sit in the tub if you're taking a bath. But it definitely works, and it just helps tone your hair regardless. If you have silver hair, you're gonna probably already have this product because you're gonna need this every time you wash your hair anyways. But I just wanted to let you know that you can also use it as a color additive by itself to just get silver hair, which is really cool. All these products do dry your hair out, all of them, all these methods. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you condition your hair all the time and do coconut oil treatment. I'm actually due for one now. My hair is not exactly feeling that great right now, but it looks healthy-ish, I guess. Okay, now for the 5th way to get silver hair is to actually just go to a professional salon. So the thing is that you're basically guaranteed to have a job well done, unless, you know, I've tried several salons just on a whim without doing research, and they have no idea what they're doing. So when it comes to bleaching and all that stuff and coloring, mixing colors, I mean, I've noticed that a lot of salon places, their colors wash out super fast, and it takes a really long time to achieve the color. It also is very costly. So unless you find you have a really good hairstylist or salon person that you trust, and you're willing to pay the money that it costs, then go to a salon. But I personally feel the 4 previous methods are way more cost effective, and it's really easy to do. You can't really mess up too much, and if anything, just ask your friend to help you on application and you'll be set. Okay, so like I said, a salon will probably do like a really nice job, but silver isn't a color I would necessarily want to get done at a salon because it doesn't last long. So you're going to be paying hundreds of dollars for a color that will only last you maybe like 2 weeks to a month, and then you have to go back and do it again. So maybe if it's your first time and you're scared, go to a salon, and then you can maintain your color, or just, you know, apply on top of it after you have your bleach base with the other 4 methods. Well, I hope this helped you. Remember to check out the links in the description bar below for a walkthrough and tutorial of most of the methods that I've talked about. Give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.